Hey guys, Saf Studios here, and today we are going to be looking at the next set of Sonic Movie 3 merchandise, the plush set. Now this plush set comes with 4 plushies in total, 3 of which are re-releases from the movie 2, so that kind of sucks, but we're lucky we didn't do a review on those before, because now we get to review them for the first time here. So first of all, I want to take a look at this box because this thing is pretty cool looking. So of course you've got the same Sonic Movie 3 branding from the toys that we reviewed a couple weeks ago. Now since then, the trailer has actually come out. So first of all, let me know down in the comments what your favorite part of the trailer is. We think it looks awesome. Keanu Reeves' Shadow, very cool. It just makes me wish they'd update this box art because, like, man, we actually know what Shadow looks like. He looks a lot cooler than that. But yeah, on the sides of the box, you've got just the movie logo. Once again, just the movie logo. I fell out. And then on the back, just big, huge movie logo. So yeah, this box is very nice, and we're very happy we could get it because we just found it at Walmart and decided to kind of take it out with us. They didn't care, so very cool Walmart employees. So if you want this box, just take it out with you. I don't think they care that much. But that's enough about the box. Now, let's get into the plushies themselves, starting with Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, these are the Sonic 3 Jax plushies, which is the sequel to their Sonic 2 plushies. This is the exact same Sonic 2 plush. They just put it out again and put a Sonic Movie 3 tag on it. But we'll look at it anyway because, you know, it is the first time we're reviewing it on this channel. So, first up, you got his face. And the plushies here, they've got some strange faces, admittedly, because, I mean, I don't know, just look at them. They definitely don't have the likeness to the movie characters like the figures do, and I know this is a plush medium, so it's a little tougher to do that, but I don't know, his face definitely does look a little off. And then next to that, his ears, whatever was going on here, I don't know what. They're very long, they kind of like go down the side of his head for some reason. It's just a very strange design choice, not sure why they did that. I guess for the rest of his head, you've got all of his back spines. This actually looks pretty alright. They include an extra one down here for Movie Sonic. Weirdly enough, he doesn't have the extra one down here, you know, because the movie does that, but I guess that's alright. So the spines here do look good. The body, on the other hand, is kind of just I mean, it looks alright. Like, I mean, he's a lot more chubby than any other Sonic you'd see. He's almost got like human proportions here, which is kind of strange. He's just got weird legs here. His shoes are smaller than a Sonic plushie's shoes usually would be because, once again, these are the movie versions, so their proportions are different. Their heads aren't huge, and their hands and feet are pretty small. So yeah, I mean, overall, he does look like Sonic. I mean, he kind of looks like movie Sonic, I guess. I think if you want a more faithful movie Sonic, you might want to go with the Build-A-Bear or maybe even the bigger version of these guys. I think those ones are starting to appear now. But just to get an idea of this guy next to another Sonic, here he is next to the GE Modern Sonic from the Sonic X set. This is a Sonic we use, obviously. And yeah, you can tell the difference here. This guy is pretty tiny, but his features are all also like scaled down. So, I mean, once again, this is movie Sonic compared to game Sonic. So, I don't know what you guys think, but do you guys like this set of plushies? I mean, me personally, I'm not a big fan. I think the Shadow's the only reason you would buy this set. Still, they're a cool little novelty item to have, I guess. So that's enough about Sonic, so let's move on to his buddy Tails. Alright, next up we've got Tails, and I'd say he's the second worst out of the bunch because, man, just right off the bat, look at that cranium. I mean, his head is literally just a circle. His face is just put on there like it's a pancake. Look how flat his face is. Now, I don't know what they were thinking with this one. It's just, man, his eyes don't look great. I mean, the eyes themselves look fine, but the way they're on there and the way they mix with everything else just does not look good. And then his ears here actually look normal, surprisingly. Another surprise is that his little tuft of fur here is made out of this like fuzzy fabric, which I would think would be a cool idea, but it doesn't really mix that well with the rest of the plush, so it kind of just looks like he has some random like chest hair, which I don't know. The main attraction with Tails here, I guess, is his 2 tails, and they look okay, but then you realize they are literally 2 tails stuck to each other, which is definitely a little strange. I don't know why they would do that, considering most Tails plushies usually separate them. So I mean, whenever you look at it from certain angles, it's just like, what is that? Like, is that two tails or is that just one big weird tail? So I don't know about that one, but he's got the same tag as Sonic here, you know, the Sonic Movie 3 tag, and then this little weird Jax tag thing. And then I forgot to mention the tush tag on these guys has the Sonic 3 logo and then all your information there. But yeah, he's got his shoes on and everything, looks fine enough, but man, that face is just, that is definitely something, man. Alright, now we've got the worst of the bunch. I'm not even going to show his face first. We're going to go over everything else. So from the back, I guess he looks alright. You can tell he's Knuckles. He looks like he should be movie Knuckles. You know, he's got that build. He's got his dreads here. They look great, you know, looks fine enough. His gloves here, you can turn them around. His spikes are a little puny, but that's alright, man. I mean, I guess, you know, you take what we can get. His tail isn't as curvy as I think it would be, but I guess this is the movie version. I don't recall if his tail is super crooked in that movie. Then you got his Lego shoes. They look fine enough. Everything is printed on, but you know, that's all right. Now, I'm gonna show you guys this guy's face, and you can just let me know what you think in the comments, because yeah. So, yeah, this is the face of Movie Knuckles. I don't know what they were thinking, but he looks like he just ate one too many Airhead Sour Bites. But, yeah, honestly, he's so ugly that I don't really want to talk about him anymore. So, we can finally move on to the main event here, which is Shadow the Hedgehog. Here he is in all the plushy flesh. But here he is, and this is definitely the best looking plush out of the bunch. I mean, he's a newer release, so I guess they kind of learned their lessons. Oh, yep, thinking about it, they did learn their lessons, because Shadow's so dark it's hard to see, but he has an extra back spine here like he's supposed to. Sonic doesn't even have that, so this proves that this guy is new and he's better made than the others. But yeah, I mean, just looking at his face, you can tell just how much better they've gotten. I mean, man, like, the likeness is actually kind of there. Like, his muzzle is a little fat, but I guess that's alright. And his ears don't have the same problem as Sonic's. They're actually normal Shadow ears that rest on top of his head. His eyes look great, they're angry, they look very good. He's got his signature frown, looks great. His chest fur is made out of that weird, like, soft fabric that Tails' little tuft was made out of, but this actually looks good because it fits with the plush and the design. His gloves and his inhibitor rings, that looks good. They even do some little printed details on there, so that makes it all the better. And then, you know, he's got his little red stripes on his arms. Those are embroidered, which look nice. And then for his feet, you've got all the details on the shoes, which are exclusive to the movie, but they look good on here. And then he's got the red stripe on his legs. And then for the back, you've got all of his spines. They look really good here. And then his back spines, obviously, and Shadow's so dark, it's kind of hard to make everything look super distinct. But yeah, overall, this guy looks so much better than the rest of the set. It's really cool to see them actually improve like this. If only they would have re-released those guys with a new pattern, because, man, this guy looks way better. So yeah, if you're gonna pick any of these guys up, we would recommend that you pick up Shadow, because first of all, he's the only new one. Second of all, he's the only one that looks really good, or I guess maybe if you want to say decent at best. But then, of course, here's just a little comparison between him and a GE Shadow, so you kind of get an idea there of what he looks like next to Game Shadow. Very, very cool stuff. I realized I forgot to do a little comparison for Tails and Knuckles. I'm sorry, I just don't like them at all. Yeah, here he is next to Knuckles. You can tell which one's way better. I hate you! And then here is Game Tails next to Movie Tails. Obviously, Game Tails looks better, but this is the one situation where the game plush is actually smaller than the movie plush. Actually, thinking about it, why is Movie Tails the same size, if not bigger, than Movie Sonic? What is going on? So yeah, that'll do it for the review of the Sonic Movie 3 Jax plush set. I know this video is a little shorter than the last review. It's just, there's not really much to talk about with these plushies because most of them are just reused. But let us know in the comments which one of these guys you're going to pick up, if you're going to get all of them maybe. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'm sure there will be more Sonic Movie 3 merch reviews on the way. I mean, this movie's going to have a ton of merch, and yeah.